Hello, I'm Dean Wilson and welcome to the world of cruising. I'm really excited because we're going to be celebrating the wonderful world of cruise and travel to help match you with your perfect holiday, along with some fantastic offers. Today, I'll be shining the spotlight on two fantastic cruises from Virgin Voyages. What's more, we have some great savings to share with you on both sailings. I'll also be joined by some fabulous guests who'll be sharing their travel wisdom, I think is the word they wrote down here, to help make the most of your first or next cruise. And don't forget, we also have a fantastic competition with a prize I know you'll love. More details about that later on. Oh, and our Michelin-star chef will be here whipping up some treats in the kitchen. Right, it's time to meet their esteemed guests for the hour. Joining us from Virgin Voyages is Luke Day.
Hello.
We also have journalist Kay Holland from our sister magazine and website, World of Cruising. Welcome to you both. Thanks for being here. Luke, let's start with you first of all. Can you tell us a little bit more about Virgin Voyages? Because we know the name. Yeah. Tell us a little bit more about the Voyages bit.
That is a very big question to start with. So I think first and foremost, one thing you need to know about Virgin Voyages is that they are multi-award winning. Some of the most recognised awards at sea have been won by Virgin Voyages very recently, from Condé Nast to even recognised travel agent awards as well.
Now, inclusions, because it's a word, because people like to know what they're getting when they're going on a cruise, what's included. And it's a big thing for Virgin Voyages.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's also a big thing for the cruise industry as well, because there is that misconception about cruising in that you pay a fortune to get on the ship and then you have to pay a fortune to get off, right? So for Virgin Voyages, it's very much about being straight up and fair in terms of their pricing and in terms of their flexibility in tickets, but also in terms of the inclusions in every voyage fare. Like, what do you actually get when you get on board?
Yeah, extraordinary service as well is important to everyone, isn't it? Being looked after.
Yeah, definitely. So extraordinary service is kind of really motivated by the fact that we include tips in every voyage fare. We include, it's very good, that's it. So our crew are not actually motivated by money. They're motivated by creating genuine, trusting, playful relationships with these sailors. They love where they work, they love what they do, and they want sailors to come on board and have a great time as well.
But, do you know what the sailors are? In Virgin Voyages, that's what you call your passengers, isn't it? It's one of their Virgin Voyages quirks.
I sort of worked it out, but I thought, sailor, that's great.
Yeah, so for us, it's about kind of that whole modern romance of sailing, right? So you think back to when sort of cruising began, cruisers were referred to as sailors. And then sort of, over time, they sort of changed their name, became passengers. And so we want to kind of a throwback to that.
I like that. And it's adults only, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I love about Virgin Voyages. I mean, I know you have children, Dean, but for those of us that don't, or you want a break, you don't always want to be surrounded by screaming kids, do you? So that's what I love about it.
And that, of course, creates a different experience, doesn't it? That's the whole point, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So, again, it's that inclusive environment of all your food, all your shows and entertainment, the group exercise classes, the Wi-Fi. For example, Wi-Fi these days is a bit of a basic human right.
So what about destinations? And quickly just touch on those. Where can we expect to go with Virgin Voyages?
100+ destinations, 4 continents, 3 ships sailing the blue. We got you.
Multi-award-winning reviews, testimonials that serve as a powerful endorsing tool, I think, for any company. And if that's the holiday for you, don't forget that you can order straight away. It's an exceptional itinerary we've got coming up for you. And if you'd like to order, don't forget the website is always the place to go. So let's introduce our first fabulous offer from Virgin Voyages. It's for an English Sights and European Delights cruise departing from Portsmouth. Here's how the itinerary looks. Day 1, Portsmouth. Let's set sail. Day 2 at sea, so you can get used to the ship and your fellow passengers or sailors. La Coruna in Spain is day 3. Day 4, Bilbao in Spain. Day 5, we've got Le Verdon, or Bordeaux, if you like to call it, in France. And we're at sea on day 6 for you to relax. Day 7, back in Portsmouth. And that is an absolutely fabulous condensed holiday, because some people haven't got 2 or 3 or 4 weeks to go on holiday.
That's right, yeah. So for us, we see our UK departing voyages as almost like a try before you fly. It's like, come, experience Virgin Voyages, sail from the Dubai of the south of England, that is Portsmouth. And so it's maybe that's a push, but it's a combination of sort of 3 to 6 nighters to get people used to the Virgin experience.
Yeah, and of course, when we also mentioned Spain very quickly there, so it's places people would recognise, so they can pick those places out that they want to.
Yeah, definitely. For me, the standout destination is definitely La Coruña. I love it. like we're in northwest Spain.
Telling me it's great for food, right?
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, the octopus there, absolutely delicious. Calamari, you've got wine there. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
So we'll write that another one down to write on my list,
get
because
it
I've been
down,
writing lists for a long, long time. So the thing about this case, that as a journalist, you know, it's nice, going back to the adult-only thing, it's nice that there is a choice. It's always about choice and options, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think really there is a cruise line in a cruise for everyone. So if you do want an adult-only experience, Virgin are perfect for that.
And it seems like when I see and I look at the itineraries and I look at the company, it seems very relaxed. There's a lot of fun surrounding with the company. Is that right?
That's right, yeah. So for us, I think what we want to do is try and bring that kind of boutique hotel experience that people know and love on land, and we brought it to sea. And whether that's through how the crew behave towards the sailors, whether that's in our dress code, the fact that we have no dress codes on board,
OK.
which is another big win. There's no set dining times as well. So it's very much, everything is run like a familiar experience that you see on land. We've just brought it to the beauty of the ocean.
I was going to say,
Very
actually, there were some moments where on here when we're at sea. Is that the bit where people tend to think, well, I'm going to have nothing to do until I get to my next port?
Oh, no. Well, absolutely not. Absolutely. There is a plethora of options available to you, even a festival of choice, I think was what we like to call it as.
And you've got so many wellness options, don't you? I've seen all the classes on deck in the morning.
That's right, yeah. So there's nothing better than waking up at 6 a.m, going for a nice little yoga session up on deck 17.
Nice.
Going for a spin, going to the gym, go and get your hair done, maybe get your nails done, head on over to the Redemption Spa as well. We spread well-being throughout the entire ship.
And I also get a little sense with Virgin Voyages, there's a little party going on a lot of the time.
Yeah, I think sort of one of the misconceptions about Virgin Voyages is it's very much full on. It's all about being red. People expect to turn up to the ship and just find everything bathed in red, right?
Yeah.
Even before, you know, Kay was saying, where's your red? You're not wearing your red.
Yes.
Yeah.
But actually, it's about delivering a set of choices. We actually consider ourselves a well-being brand, and we invite our sailors to kind of create their own holiday experience. If they want to dial up and get involved in all the entertainment, go and enjoy all our eateries, go and enjoy our bars, good stuff. If they want to dial back and create, you know, a relaxing vacation, they've got that
But
opportunity
I've got
as
to go
well.
back to your red. You do have the famous red night, right, still?
Yes.
Yeah, that's-
Oh my goodness, how
Yeah.
could I forget? Yeah, Scarlet Night, right? So that is our take upon a traditional cruise formal night, where we invite our sailors to wear a splash of red.
Okay.
Whether that's a dress, whether that's a shirt, it's not really a dress code. It's just
Sounds
could go for that.
amazing.
Wear
I
some.
think I need to tell them a little bit more about this as we reveal the deal, as it were. OK, so if this 6-night English Sights and European Delights cruise is the one for you, here's everything you need to know about what's included in the fare. All meals, all food, as we've been talking about, a selection of hot and cold drinks, unlimited Wi-Fi, tips and gratuities, so you can just relax about that, and group fitness classes as well. So if you like to get fit and you like to look after yourself, that's going to be great for you. Shows and entertainment. Now, this is based on a 23rd of September 2024 departure, so it's this year. However, if that date doesn't work for you, you can also set sail on the 8th of September 2024 for a small supplement. You'll find all the details on our website, worldofcruising.tv/Virgin Voyages. If this English Sights and European Delights cruise has caught your eye, you can book by calling 0808 120 5093 and you'll be able to speak to one of our knowledgeable travel partners. So for everything you need to know, plus all the terms and conditions, please visit worldofcruising.tv/Virgin Voyages. And if this English Sights and European Delights isn't the one for you, you'll find more cruises and offers on our website too. Right, I'm now ready for a bite to eat. I think Luke and Kay are already there, ovs, and we're going to head up to the kitchen, so let's join them. So then, what can we expect today? And I can see something going on over here. Chefs. Oh, hang on a minute. Chip
in
parmesan. Oh, it's a long walk from over there. Behave yourselves. Oh, I don't know. Now, what do we have here? Mark, good to see you.
Nice to see you, Dean.
What do we got today, Chef?
Today we have potato gnocchis with a truffle butter sauce, some young spinach and parmesan. So I just toasted these gnocchis off.
Truffle butter got me.
Yeah.
Truffle butter. What is it about truffle?
Okay, I'm going to add here our spinach. break that
So look,
down.
is food available all the time when we travel with Virgin Voyages?
Yeah, food's available all the time, so 20 plus eateries all on board the ships. So on our ships, you're not going to find any sort of big grand dining halls or any big large buffets. We have sort of 6 specialty dining restaurants, and then we have something what we call the galley, which is our take, I guess, upon a buffet, right?
Oh, lovely. So I guess people like finger food just to better help themselves, especially, you know, if you're just relaxing and sunbathing, you just want a small bite to eat. Not everyone's a big eater, Kay, aren't they?
No, but you know I'm a vegetarian.
Yes.
They actually have a dedicated vegetarian restaurant, Razzle Dazzle, on board Virgin ships.
Oh, I like that. Anyway,
Meantime, OK, so I'm just going to pour that into the bowl.
Oh, that smells lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I tell you this, we're going to finish with some cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, no.
Stop at the elbow, Mark.
There we go. Bit of parmesan. And we're going to finish with some fresh truffle. Black truffle
yeah.
from
Don't see
Perigord.
this very often, do you?
And we'll just
You can have this
Finish.
one.
I can have this one. I'm
with
getting
some
my
nice
foot ready.
fresh truffle. Now that smells amazing.
That, chef, that looks stunning. See, I love anything that's sauce-based, pasta-based, gnocchi. You know, do you? Could it
Stop.
Should we go?
You can't go wrong with truffles.
Thank you.
dive in?
Going for 2.
I mean, other girls, if you want to cook this at home, quite easy thing to do. Mark?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very, very simple. Very, very simple.
We're thinking. What are we thinking?
Absolutely delicious.
Nice
again.
mushrooms,
Really taste the
potato
truffle.
gnocchi. Yeah, the truffle coming through.
Well, before I take a mouthful, because every time I take a mouthful, I have to do the deal, don't I? And then I don't want to do it with a mouthful of food. OK, so if this 6-night English Sights and European Delights cruise is the one for you, here's everything you need to know about what's included in the fare. All food, all this type of food, a section of hot and cold drinks, unlimited Wi-Fi, and the tips. Remember, good. This group fitness classes is great, you know, because if you're eating this
and then
amount of
work it
food, you're going to need to get in a fitness class. Shows and entertainment, which we haven't really touched on, all of that wonderful entertainment you expect on board. Now, all the details at worldofcruising.tv/Virgin Voyages. You must put /Virgin Voyages on this so you go to this deal. If that wasn't enough, we're also offering one lucky viewer a chance to win a case of champagne in our incredible competition. This with a little champagne, lovely. Now, to enter, all you've got to be in it to win it, basically. All you need to do is visit worldofcruising.tv/Virgin Voyages, where you'll also find all the terms and conditions, and just answer a simple question. That's all you need to do. Can I have a mouthful? Just quick. I just need to try this.
Try it.
Better get in before I finish.
Sold.
Truffle, cheese.
Truffle, cheese, gnocchis. What can go wrong?
The thing
Baby
is,
spinach.
Chef, with a sort of recipe like that, you take one of those ingredients out, it completely changes it, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. But the spinach adds at least something healthy to the dish, no? Which is nice, lightens it up a little bit. But it's such robust flavours, you know, the mushrooms and the truffles, the garlic. It's just, you can't beat it.
OK, well, thanks, Mark. Can't wait to see you what we're up to, serving us and up next in the kitchen. Now, when our presentation continues in a moment, we have another deal from Virgin Voyages and more from our guests. It's time for some more top tips with The Sun, and here is the lady that knows, The Sun's travel editor, Lisa Minot. All aboard is what I've got on the top of this card, because there's some top tips about being on board. Let's start with luggage and check-in.
Well, of course, this is it, the final day. We're here, we're now just about to get onto our cruise ship. One of the great things about cruising is the fact that your luggage is whisked away from when you get to the port. So you're not going to see it again until you get to your cabin. Now, that means I think it's a really good idea to make sure you've got a small wheelie case or a sturdy rucksack, and in that you pack all of those things that you're going to need for the first few hours on board. Now, that's your passports, any kind of medication, chargers for your phone and your tech. And for anyone who's actually travelling from really cold England, England to the lovely sizzling temperatures in the Mediterranean or Caribbean, you're going to want some change of clothes as well. And of course, the all-important swimwear. We want to be able to go directly to that pool and be able to relax on that sun lounger.
Well, you almost answered the second question, because I was going to say, where should you head to first when you first get on board?
I think the first thing to do for me would be to literally have a once round, have a real sort of good look round, try to make sure you're going to give yourself a couple of points that you recognise are going to be either at the front of the ship or the back of the ship, and that's going to help you navigate your way around the rest of the ship.
Which you've answered my third question, so well done. It's a superb. And that sort of covers it all, really, doesn't it? It's getting used to the space.
The only other tip I would say is really what a lot of people do when they first get on board cruise ships is head directly to the buffet restaurant. They're hungry, they've just had a journey, they want to head to the buffet restaurant. Good idea, but actually remember that actually you can still eat, even on boarding day, on that first day, in the a la carte restaurants. So you can sit down, relax, enjoy a waiter-served meal. You don't have to just have a buffet. And I think for some people it's a nice way to sort of kick off in a very relaxed and sort of much more easy fashion.
And that's why we do top tips with the sun, for exactly that. Thanks for that, Lisa. We'll have some more top tips very soon. Hello and welcome to the world of cruising. We're celebrating the wonderful world of cruise and travel to help match you with your perfect holiday, along with some fantastic offers. Speaking of which, we have a second great offer from Virgin Voyages. This offer is for French Daze and Ibiza nights, cruise around the Mediterranean. We'll have the full lowdown for you a little bit later on, so don't go anywhere. But before I reveal details of this special offer, let's welcome back Virgin Voyages' Luke Day and journalist Kay Holland from our sister cruise magazine and the website World of Cruising. Hi Luke, hi Kay.
Hi Dean.
Thanks for joining me. And also remember Michelin-star chef and expert sommelier Marc Fosh. You've been clanking around doing some stuff there. We heard you. We're going to be preparing an onboard drink. So what are you going to be doing for us?
Exactly. We're going to be making the Lotus cocktail, which is a very fresh, elegant, beautiful cocktail. It's a gin base with a little vermouth, lavender and bergamot, so it's quite fresh.
We can't wait. Yeah. We can't wait for that. I'll let you get cracking on with that and preparing that. But look, I wanted to talk to you about Virgin Voyages onboard entertainment. That's another big reason to sail with the line, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So we mentioned earlier about Scarlet Night being like sort of the key standout night of the voyage, but that's just one element of our entertainment. So I guess we kind of consider our entertainment as a festival of choice. So you're not really going to find any Broadway shows on board. What you're going to find is never before seen epic entertainment for all. Whether that's from a main event in our large entertainment space or whether that's a small intimate music moment. We've got anything and everything for anyone's speed.
And again, if you wanted a relaxing evening, you don't always have to go to the entertainment. You don't always have to be sort of partying almost.
Well, that's the key thing about bringing that festival of choice is you're surrounded by people of the same mindset, right? They're not forced to be there because there's nothing else on. They're there because they want to enjoy it and have a great time.
And again, from your perspective, Kate said earlier on about an adults-only holiday, that's exactly the sort of thing you're looking for. Yeah,
and I think the key thing Luke touched on there is design your own holiday. If you want to go to see one of the shows or that you put on, perfect. If you don't, go to the bar. There's something for everyone. And
I'm sure there's a lot of people at home looking at it going, I didn't know they did adults only. I always thought you always feel as a parent that you have to take children, you have to entertain them. I know I do as a dad, but it's lovely to have a choice.
And there are cruise lines that are perfect for families, but Virgin's, I think it's one of your USPs and specialties is but it's adults only.
Are we having it now?
Talking of adults only.
Okay. Blimey. I thought you'd be longer than that. I thought it'd be somewhere. Anyway, I'll have half because I'm driving.
Such an elegant cocktail, no?
It's so pretty. I just love how.
Yeah, we just garnished it with a beautiful orchid.
And do you know, lemon, again, I've said to you before, my favourite taste and smell is lemon. Anywhere from a cake to a drink, I'm sold. Do you want to taste?
Yeah, let's go.
Good health.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Gin.
Cheers, chef. Oh. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow,
that's delicious,
fresh, isn't it?
It's very refreshing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very Moorish.
I can taste the gin too.
I'm going again. I'm going again.
He's going again. He's going again. So, I want to two words I want to say to you. Champagne shake.
Yeah, so... Let me tell you, I'll reveal the secret. I'll reveal the secret. So Our ship is, a lot of it is driven through the app. So our onboard programming is in our shipboard app, but we also have daily programs printed out for sailors to enjoy. But within the app, there's a hidden feature. Whereas if you load up the app, you shake your phone, a button will appear. It says press for champagne. You press the champagne, and champagne is delivered to you in moments wherever you are on the ship.
Oh, my word, I like that.
Yeah, to the point where we have had a story where a sailor has thought, oh, do you know what, I'll give this a go. They went to one of the restrooms, they shook for champagne, they pressed the button.
Delivered to the toilet?
Outside the toilet, the crew were there waiting with the champagne ready to go.
Ta-da!
Here we are.
I love that. But that, again, is service. And that's what it's all about. If there's ever a reason to say that's great service, it is absolutely that. I love stories like that. Here's what sailors, as Virgin Voyages call their passengers, can expect. Now we're going to delve into our second offer from Virgin Voyages, which takes us around the Mediterranean on a French Daze and Ibiza Nights cruise. This time we're on board adults only Scarlet Lady. Let's run through the itinerary. On day one, we're going to Barcelona, and a city bursting with colour. Its art museums are world-class, its football team sublime. Who wrote this? And its restaurants and bars and galleries and shops are all top-notch too. Day two, we've got Marseille in France, French's cool coastal second city. On day three, Cannes in France, a playground for the rich and famous that is known worldwide for its film festival, of course. Day four, we're at sea, time to explore. And day five, Palma de Mallorca in Spain. Soak in the sea views and surf in Mallorca's beachside city. On day 6 and 7, Ibiza, the Balearic island that combines a hippie charm with a hedonistic edge. On day 8, it's Barcelona, Spain, back to Barcelona, Catalonia's colourful capital. This is based on a September 29th, 2024 departure date. Now, I'm loving the look of this itinerary. The overnight in Ibiza particularly caught my eye. It's a chance to really immerse yourself in the White Island's legendary nightlife. How about you, look, and Kay? I mean, Ibiza's got this almost like dual personality, hasn't it?
That's right. It's had a bit of a re-emergence, I think.
I agree, yeah.
In the last sort of couple of years, it's that, you're totally right, it's that nightlife that it is famous for, but there's the well-being side.
The calm,
right?
where you could do your yoga
That's
and
right.
really sort of detox. So it's the two sides.
And lots of outdoorsy stuff as well. I mean, cycling and walking, and it isn't just the party venue that everyone sort of thinks it is.
And I think that's the reason why it's so popular with our sailors, because it's that two sides of the coin experience. If you're going with a multi-generational family, for example, the kids are grown up, they're obviously old enough to go on. They can go out and enjoy the party scene, and then the parents can go and enjoy the well-being, or vice versa these days.
Yes,
right?
I'm going to say it's probably the other way around in my house. So the question on your lips, I'm sure, is what's included. Well, the great thing is that all the following are included, and I think we're going to talk through these actually. Look, all meals, very important.
That's right, yeah. So your 20 plus eateries are all included. You're never going to go hungry on a Virgin Voyage.
And selection of hot and soft drinks.
Yeah, that's right. So we call them essential drinks. So it's your teas, your coffees, your still sparkling water, and also your well-known branded soft drinks.
Okie dokie. Now the thing is, this next one's really important in the modern world: unlimited Wi-Fi.
That's right. It's a basic human right, isn't it, guys? Basic human right. So yeah, Wi-Fi Wi-Fi's included, so everyone can take pictures and share it with their friends throughout the journey.
So people will be thinking, well, gratuities and tips, that's included. This is something people worry about.
Yeah, I think a lot of people.
Well, it can add up, can't it?
It can add up, yeah.
That's right. Sort of those hidden fees that you don't really sort of realise are being added on until the end, right? So for us, we include them in every voyage fare, and the reason why we do that is because we pay our crew a fair wage.
Which is fantastic. Now, in group fitness classes, so if you want to start that journey, and you always next week I'll start on, and you don't. This is a perfect time to get started on fitness, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. For me, when I'm on holiday, it's more of a placebo. I've got to make sure I feel right and I feel good. But we include all of our fitness classes and our entrance into our gym and entertainment space as well.
Is that where you go? Okay, fitness classes and.
I like to do a class in the morning, start your day right, especially when they're on deck. It's just quite a magical setting.
Yes, because a
Sun
lot of
coming
these
up,
things, are completely different because you're in a different atmosphere, in a different place. Yeah, I understand that. Shows and entertainment. I mean, when you are on holiday, you're having a great time, and it's really important, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah, main shows in our big entertainment space. We also have a 2-deck spanning nightclub as well for you to enjoy.
So there you go. All of that's included. Also, it's important to say this itinerary is adults only. If this is the cruise for you, you can book by calling 0808 120 5093, and you can also speak to our knowledgeable travel partners as well. Pick up the phone, give them a call, book your holiday for 2024, and tell your friends you've got it sorted. So for everything you need to know, the terms and conditions, etc., please visit worldofcruising.tv/Virgin Voyages. You'll also find further cruises and offers on our website as well. So the thing is, this is like these drinks were meant to have lasted slightly sort of
longer than we've made them last.
They're absolutely amazing, but. In a normal situation, it wouldn't matter if you're on board because you could just go and get another one.
That's true, yeah. There's a plethora of options available on multiple amounts of bars. The great thing about being adult only is that where the space would normally be filled with some kids club activities, just plug a bar in.
Yeah, but also if you're someone who just likes a tea or a coffee and you're not a drinker and you like to do that sort of, there's all that included. As well, yeah.
Well, I think that's the great thing, right? So you have that essential drink option that is included. So all of your teas, your coffees, still sparkling waters, and all your soft drinks. Yeah. But then also with our alcoholic option, we also have some really great non-alcoholic mocktails as well, because mocktails these days
very trendy.
They're very trendy. Very trendy.
As is being vegetarian and vegan, all the things, because we mentioned this quite a lot with yourself. All those things go hand in hand. Catered for?
Yeah, absolutely. Catered to all walks of life. We do have our dedicated restaurant on board.
Razzle Dazzle.
Razzle Dazzle, that's right.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's called Razzle Dazzle. So it's homage back to sort of artwork design of ships back in sort of the early 1900s.
And serving vegetarian food?
Dedicated vegetarian food.
Dedicated vegetarian
you
food.
don't have to be a vegetarian to go in there. You can come in and have a meat-free evening or meat-free day.
Thank goodness for that. You've been turned away. You don't you've been turned away because you're not vegetarian.
The great thing about that menu is normally you find with typical menus is 80% will be meat, 20% will be vegetarian, right?
Yeah.
So Razzle Dazzle,
token option.
Flip it on its head. 80% vegetarian, 20% meat, and actually it's quite ironic because the best fried chicken on board is actually served in Razzle Dazzle.
Who'd have thought? So then we're coming towards the end. The cocktails are absolutely superb. I've actually got to call Chef Marc Fosh. Thank you so much for the cocktails. They didn't last as long as I thought they would, to be honest with you. So we may have to get you to make some more if you don't mind hanging around.
I'd love to.
So thank you so much. It's always an absolute pleasure.
And
once again, it's thanks to you guys. I mean, it's lovely to be able to open up and speak to the world about Virgin Voyages and maybe give people a better idea of what's available, especially on a 790, because some people say can't go away for a long time. So, but just one last comment. If you had to say one thing to someone who hasn't been on a Virgin Voyages cruise, what would you say? Very quick. Come on, one sentence.
Go.
That was shorter than I wanted. But anyway, so thanks very much to Luke, to Martin, and of course, always to Kay. We really appreciate you being with us. Head to that website and book yourself a holiday of a lifetime with Virgin Voyages.